Hi there, I'm Sue from the Sue and Steve Show at sueandsteveshow.com, and this is the Total Twitter tutorial. When I first signed up on Twitter, it was a little bit daunting when you first open it up. There's just kind of nothing there. So I want to take you through step by step, show you how to get set up, and show you a few little tips and tricks along the way. So the first thing you want to do is go to twitter.com and then click on Join the Conversation. Now this is just your basic filling in form. You've just got to put your name, and I'm actually going to set Steve up here because he's not on Twitter yet. So come up with a good username that fits your name and suits you. And let's just see here. Password. You're going to need to confirm that by email, so you want to put in a valid email address. Just your typical form to get set up for anything pretty much online these days. Let's see. Okay, so we're in. So where do you go once you're at this part? Well, I don't know. To me, this doesn't really tell me a whole lot. You can look at Gmail and Yahoo, etc. to find people, but that's how I'm going to skip past this step because I don't know, that seems a little confusing to me. But look at this. Here's a list of people that are on Twitter. Ashton Kutcher, gotta like him. I've actually got him on my list. MC Hammer. So these are some stars. Al Gore, might have heard of him. So you could add any of those. That's certainly a place to start. Another place to go in the beginning is Twitter search, which you'll find at search.twitter.com. And there's a couple ways that you can use this. You can search for particular people. If you know somebody's username, you want to search for them with the @ symbol. So let's see, I'm going to go for Bill Crosby because he's somebody that is on my list that I've been doing some stuff with. And so we go, right, this is a list of different times that Bill Crosby's name has come up. So if you click on his name, actually you'll see that I did a post to him. You click on his name, up comes Bill Crosby and his profile. He says he's a professional Monopoly player, real estate investor. You can see his little bio over here. You want to be, you know, somewhat creative and definitely honest when you're filling that out. Tell a little bit about yourself. Actually, what I'll do now is I'll go to my, I'm under Sue and Steve on here. So I'll show you my profile a little bit. Mom of 3, host of Sue and Steve Show, radio personality, and then I go into a few things that I really like and a few more details about me. And so once you get to somebody's profile, then you decide whether or not you want to follow them. Well, I'm now in Steve's user ID, so sure, I'll follow me. Let's start there. So say you find somebody by using Twitter search that you want to follow. You start with somebody you know. That's just one way of doing it. You follow them. Now, a next good step would be to go into who is following that person. And you'll see kind of a list of, well, you'll see a list of all the people that are following me. And then you can check that out. Well, look at that. That's producer Steve right there. And let's see, you can go through here and have a look at the people that are following me. Click on one of those names, Charles Trippy, and read a little bit about him. My name is Charles Trippy. I like the internet, pizza, and seltzer water. Well, if that sounds appealing to you, then you click on follow. Simple as that. So let's do it. Why not? Just as an example. So we'll go back to home. We're going to go home here, which is Steve's ID of producer Steve, and now you'll see that Steve is following 2 people, and in his feed here you will see only what those 2 people have written. So we're seeing what Charles Trippy has written and what Sue and Steve have written, which is me. So the only thing that shows up on your feed here is the people that you are following. That's why you choose the people to follow that you're interested in knowing more about, and you'll find new things about them. And then those people will get a notice saying that producer Steve is following them, and they will decide whether or not they want to follow producer Steve back. So that's a way to start going. Find somebody that you like. see who they're following and see who's following them, and check out some of those people. You'll start to follow people right away, and then once you start following people, you'll see that people will start following you back. What you need to do also, though, is you need to say something. So here I am. I'm just using producer Steve as an example here. Hi, I'm Steve. This is my first day here, and I'm just seeing what Twitter is all about. Update. Now, for Steve's Twitter feed, that is the only thing that's showing up so far. He's got one message. Now, to get to your own feed, you go to Profile. Now, you definitely want to add a photo in as well. So I'm not going to take you through that yet, but you just click on there, and that'll take you through step by step of how to add a photo in. And a photo's great. It really gives you that connection on Twitter that people really like. If you put a logo in there, it's hard to connect with a logo. Sure, you get your logo out there, but people don't feel as inclined to connect with you if you don't have your own personal picture on there. So that's really a good idea. Now, the strategy that I like to use, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sign into my particular, I guess I have to sign out here. So I'm going to sign in to mine so I can kind of give you an example of what I think is a good way to run your own Twitter account. Just going to sign in here and show you a couple things. So some people, when they get onto Twitter, all they do is promote their stuff. Now, sure, Twitter is a great way to promote what you're doing, talk about your blog or your website or the things that you're interested in. But it gets a little bit tiring if that's all you do. So I think it's a good idea to mix it up a little bit. Maybe throw in something clever or funny or interesting, or talk about something that you've done that day. I mention sometimes something that the kids have said that I think are funny. And then respond to people too. So see what other people are doing, respond to what they have to say, comment on that, and then talk about your stuff. So you kind of mix it up a little bit. You'll see here I've done a retweet, which means that I have repeated what somebody else has said by writing RT for retweet, and then @ and then the person's name, which is Rachel Pachel. So I just retweeted something that she had said because I thought it was interesting, and I thought other people that are reading my feed might be interested in what that was as well. So that's a great way to connect with people and help spread the word about something that other people are interested in. Now, let's see, what else have I done here? Sometimes whenever I upload a new video, I put that on here. So new video up this weekend, would love to know what you think. And there you go, there's a link to our latest video. And then I'm a big fan of Abraham Hicks quotes, so I like to throw some of them in there as well because I enjoy them, and that's the kind of message that I like to send out, and I find that lots of other people enjoy them too. So that's something that I do. I mean, everybody's different. Everybody's going to have different things on their own feed. Otherwise, none of us would hang around anymore. So I think that's a pretty good start for you to get up and running. I think what I'm going to have to do is a total Twitter tutorial number 2 and show you a few more things. I don't want to keep this going any longer now, but I think you should be up and running. I'd love to answer any questions. If you've got any, feel free to ask, and look forward to total Twitter tutorial number 2 coming soon. Thanks a lot.